Hello and welcome back for another math lesson with Mr. Hopkins. Today we're going to be factoring trinomials that have a leading coefficient other than 1. So the first thing we're going to do is take this product of binomials and we're going to multiply them. So we learned already the box method. So let's go ahead and take a look at that. So we draw our 2 by 2 box. We have 2x and -5, and we have x and +9. So when we multiply, we have x times 2x. Let's change my pen. 2x squared. X times -5 is -5x. 9 times 2x is 18x. And 9 times -5 is -45. So our like terms were here diagonally. Oops. See, it helps me check my work too. And my answer is 2x squared. 18x minus 5x, combining like terms diagonally, is 13x. And then I have minus 45. Okay, so that was the original trinomial that factored into that, the product of two binomials. So that's what we're doing today. We're working backwards. So the steps, what I want to do, step 1 is multiply this leading coefficient to the end. Leading coefficient to the end. Oops. Step 2 is find factors of the last term. That'll be factors of the last term. So 2 times 45 is -90. Factors of the last term. And 3, those factors have to add to get the middle term. And then simplify. And I'll show you what I mean there. One of the factors, if not both, will reduce if they have a GCF. Okay. Let's check this out. Factor each trinomial. So remember what I said. I said multiply that first term to the end. So we're going to have in one of the steps, I need to add a 2.5 here. Step 2.5, how's that? Or let's make it 1.5. Parentheses with that leading coefficient in the beginning of each parenthesis. So that 2 that I multiplied to the end, put a 2x in front of both of those. Now, factors of 14 that add to get 13. And let me rephrase that actually. Factors of -14 that add to get 13. Those factors are positive 14 times -1. These two numbers add to get 13. They multiply to get -14. Now, step 4 I said was simplify. What I mean by that is these both have a GCF and can be divided by 2. So that would be x plus 7 2x minus 1. Now, if I use the box method on the product of these two binomials, I will get that back. All right, so the first one's always tricky. Let's try that again. We'll start all over. Let me use a different color here. We're going to multiply that first term to the end. We have x squared plus 10x minus 48 times 3. Let's check this out. 48 times 3. And we get 144. We're going to put that 3 that we multiplied to the end, because we can't just magically multiply it to the end. We're going to put it in the front of each factor. So now we need factors of negative 144 that add to get 10. So one way to do this, to find factors, is to go to y equals, take negative 144 and divide it by x. And then we'll go to our table, which is up here, second graph. So this will list all the factors of 144. If I go through this list, I'm going to just mentally see if these two add to get 10. No. 2 and 72? No. 3 and 48? No. 4 and 36? I still can't come up with 10. Let's just scroll down here. 8 and negative 18. Can I come up with a 10 with 8 and negative 18? I sure can. But looking at the sign in front of the 10x, I want a positive 10. So that means I want positive 18 and negative 8. Those two numbers will multiply to get negative 144, but they add to get 10. This guy over here can reduce. So I have x plus 6, 3x minus 8. Okay, this one, number 3. This one does not have a leading coefficient. So I can jump right into factors. So again, 200, factors of 200 that add to get negative 30. Y equals, clear that out, we want 200 divided by x. Then we'll go to the table. And we're looking for negative 30. Ooh, look at this bottom one. 10 and 20. Can I come up with 30 with 10 and 20? I sure can. I do want negative 30, so that just means I need negative 10 and negative 20. Negative 10, negative 20. Let's see how I check my work. They add to get negative 30, because I want this negative. And a negative times a negative gives me a positive. So these are my two factors. Okay, last one. Multiply to the end. 42 times 3. 126. So I've got 3x, 3x. Oops. Always check your work. Perfect. We're going to go to y equals. We're going to change this to 126, and we're going to our table. And what is our middle term? Let's see this. Negative 25. Looking through this, I see a set of factors right here. 7 and 18 add to get negative 25. So negative 7, negative 18. Which ones reduce? These guys have a GCF. And there's my factors. This is definitely challenging, but I would definitely encourage you guys to try the practice and reach out if you have any questions. Good luck.